So I've owned the Outdoor Vital -17 sleeping bag for about 3 years now. Every time I use it, it's never let me down. I've seen a lot of positive things about Outdoor Vital online. So I've started to buy a lot more of their equipment. Like I said, I've had that 3 years. It's never let me down. The zip's fine, the stitching, I'm losing very little feathers out of it. So I looked on their website and I found something else that I'm interested in getting of theirs. So here it is. It's the Outdoor Vital air mat. Now, I'm going to put it here, the name of it. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, I say it a lot. I'm dyslexic, so some words I really do struggle to get out and try to remember. So I'm not going to sit here trying to do it. I'm just going to put it here for you and you can read it yourself. Now, I've not used this yet. This is why I'm out today. You can see there's a lot of snow down. It's -1 at the moment. I've already put a ground sheet down there. That's what we're going to be laying on to test this air mat today. -1 right now. It's not bad. You don't feel it in the air, but the temperature and everything else says -1. So I'm going to get it out of the bag. I'm going to inflate it. I'm going to have a look at it. I'm going to tell you some things about it. But I am going to tell you one thing what I think they should have done the opposite way around. It could be me being picky, but that's just the way I am. I'm not going to say something's fantastic if it isn't. If I lay on this for 1 hour today and I start finding it very cold underneath me, I'm going to be honest and just say, look, I'm feeling the cold at -1. Our rating 3.5, so it is a 3 seasons, but they say they've done something slightly different, what retains your body heat back at you, what makes it even warmer. Let's have a look at this, eh? So already, you can see it's got this shiny coating. On the other side, it's quite dull. So the shiny side is the side that needs to be facing up to you. And in the bag, you will see it's got a inflation bag. So basically, all you've got to do really is go to the bottom of the bag, pull the clip off, open the valve, make sure it's firmly in place, and start filling the bag up with air. And it's a decent size bag as well. It's going to get a lot of air in it. Yeah, you can really force that in and the clip's not coming out of the valve. Sorry, you're not on camera, are you? So the clip is not coming out of the valve, what is really, really good. Some of these air mats, when you're doing this, it doesn't tend to fall out, and then you've got to start messing around and putting it all back together again. I'm just trying to count how many we used to fill it up. So it took 5 full bags to inflate it. Here it gives you some instructions there how to use it. I guess if you've never got artists before and you pull it out of the bag and you think, well, what's this for? That's good, but I've used many air mats. I would have liked to seen this with like some clips, so you probably could just blow it up again and then fold it round and then clip it round like that, so it becomes like a pillow, emergency pillow sort of idea, or a waterproof sack. That could have been pretty good. Well, you never get waterproof, water resistant sack. Yeah, just some clips that you could pull round, clip together. That would have been good if they did that, but I see it's a budget one, it's under £9, but that is a lot of money to some people, I get that myself. But it would have been good if you would have seen it with that. So the mat is firmly inflated. Like I say, 5 of these. You might need a little bit less, a little bit more. I won't really go higher than 5 because it does seem pretty firm at that as it is. So this is the longer and the wider one, 25 inches across by 76 inches long. So it's a fairly good size, isn't it? If my feet are at the bottom there, it's probably actually just the right size for me. And this is the slightly longer one. If you're over 6 foot, you might just slightly hang over the edge a little bit, so do bear that in mind. So the regular one is 21 inches wide by 72 inches long, so it's a bit shorter than this. I think it's only going to be about maybe that much difference, but still I'm glad I got the wider and the slightly longer one. Now it's 3-inch thick. That'll be from the most thickest point in the centre. It does seem to go down at the sides like there. It does seem to be a bit thicker in the centre, so I think in the centre and to the side a little bit to about there, that is the 3-inch. I do like this coating on it. Now I'm going to run through the R rating and how they make it extremely warm, as they say. So like I've already said, the R rating is 3.5, but on top they've coated it with this coating stuff what helps reflect some of your body heat back to you. So just the coating alone gives you some nice insulation. On the inside there's fabric from the top to the bottom, what's attached at top and bottom, and then what that does is as you inflate it, the insulation stretches, and that gives it all the insulation on the inside. And there's also a foil coating on the inside as well, so it gives it a really good installation level in there, and you can feel the insulation as you squeeze. Yeah, you can feel it, and it seems to have stretchy material. The material seems to be stretchy. Now that's a good thing. If you inflate this completely to its max and you're rolling all over it, some of the cheaper mats off Amazon and stuff, when you inflate it to the best it can get to and you move around through the night, it does intend to break the seams here and then starts popping. But it's got this baffle here. You see the baffles, right? On the baffles, and they seem to have like these dimples here. I wonder then when if you lay on it, where you're pushing it down, yeah, you can see there. I'll bring it a little bit closer for this. See here? You can see like these little crease marks. These are where it's like got dimples in. So as you push down there, this here comes up, so I can see what they mean now. Outdoor Vital logo there with the owl. 3-inch thick. So I'm going to get the sleeping bag out now. You've got to remember with this sleeping bag is it's centre zip. There we go. Yeah, it's very slippy. If you're a fidgeter through the night and you like to move around a lot, I think you could, if you're not dead flat, I think you could see yourself slipping off this air mat. But like I said, they put some sort of coating on here to reflect more of your body heat. We'll get in it and give it a try anyway, can't we? If I'm going to lay in it for an hour, I at least want a pillow that I want to be as comfortable as I can. So I have taken my coat off, because wearing your coat, obviously we've got a lot of body heat inside there. Tell me something in the comments below. Are you one of the people that like to sleep with your clothes on, or do you completely strip off? There's a lot of do and don'ts about it on the internet, isn't there? What I like about this sleeping bag is it's centre zip, and they've made like this curve for the zip here, so it never snags on the baffle on the zip. Right, let's have a look. So my first impressions are it's slightly noisy. It's a noisy air mat to be laying on. Now I know that does bother some people, but for me it's not a massive issue. I just thought I'd let you know it is a little bit noisy. But I think 90% of air mats online are like that anyway. It is slippy. That it does seem to be a bit of a downfall to it. It's a very slippy mat. like I said, if you're someone who moves around a lot through the night, yeah. But it's comfortable. I'm trying to keep the mic in good area so you can hear my voice all right. It's not bad comfortableness for a side sleeper either. It's not the worst one I've been on. It's just that slippiness. But I'm starting to feel a bit of heat build up from underneath me. What's the most important thing? The slippiness and a bit of noise, I can put that aside as long as it keeps me warm like it's supposed to do. Right, time's up. I've just been editing 2 videos within the hour, so I'll have some more to post on the channel very soon. There's a couple of things I do want to talk about, and it's my own honest opinion about this. The sleeping bag, I cannot knock it. This sleeping bag's absolutely fantastic. When I'm in a sleeping bag, absolutely red hot. As soon as I've come out, I can feel the air temperature is a lot less. Now, the air mat, yeah, there's some heat build up, not a fantastic amount, but it is -1. They are rating 3.5, so I'm 100% sure if it's 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees, something like that, even in summertime, this air mat's going to be fine. I'm really looking forward to using it more, and I'm also looking forward to using it in the new tent that I've got. There's just a couple of things that I want to talk about now. So I'm quickly going to tell you about the weight of the air mat. I've got this written down so I can easily forget stuff like this. The larger one, 29.3 ounces, 180 grams. The regular one is 22.3 ounces, 132 grams. The bag that you inflate the air mat with is 1.7 ounce, 48 grams. But that really does help inflate the mat. Right, so first things first is make sure you do have the valve properly connected to the airbag, or you're going to have that situation where it pops off as you try to inflate your mat. Now, the mat is slippy. I've already said that, it's very slidey. I wonder if there's some sort of them bungee strap things that you can get, what the wrap things up in with camping equipment, where it can go around you and the air mat itself, so it sort of keeps you in place. I wonder if that's something what you can get. But like I said, to put that coating on what gives you more of your body heat reflecting back to you. So that's why it will be like that, say, so it will be slidey like that. Now, if you're sharing a tent with somebody, I think, because it's slightly noisy, you could annoy someone if you're turning around through the night a lot. If you're by yourself, I suppose it's not a really big issue. Yeah, but it is slightly noisy, and I only bring that up because somebody will ask me. But I guess it's an air mat, you know what I mean? The worst thing is this idea, the valve on the back of the air mat. Let's put it like this, if you're in a one-man tent, you've got to put it in your tent if the weather's rubbish. That way, aren't you? Upside down. And what you've got to do then is inflate the mat with the bag there, and then turn it over in the tent. It's a one-man tent, let's say. It is going to be a little bit tricky if you have the other stuff in the tent as well. I think they should have put that valve on this side at the top, or maybe just on one of the sides here, you know, just out of the way. I get what they're thinking. People don't want this when they're on the pullers or on their head and it's uncomfortable, but just put it to the side somewhere. I think it'd be a lot better. Then you can have it in your tent like this, inflate it the right way up, and then if you need to deflate, if you've inflated it a bit too much, you can just do everything like this, and you don't have to mess around turning it over or even peeling it back in the tent like this to put some air in or take some air out. That is one of the issues that I think they should do if to continue making these. Now I say that because On their website, it's just a running thing. So I think once they've sold what they've got, they may not bring this one back out again. But if they do make more air mats, I think they've got a couple more. What I may look into for the summertime is have the valves. I don't know why any tent companies do not put the valves on the front of the air mats. But overall, it's not bad. So as you can see, I properly deflated all the air out of it. I just fold half over again. But I've left the valve open at the top. So any more air that I'm going to be pushing out will make its way out of the air mat. I'm just going to continue pulling it over like that to keep it in line. I have took the pegs out of the ground sheet, so that's moving around now. There we go. You can definitely see there's some more air trapped in it, so give it a gentle push down anyway. I didn't leave the valve open. There we go. So now that should nicely fit in its bag that it came in. And I do like that they've give some good room, so you're not struggling to get it back in its bag. Some companies really like to make these bags a lot smaller than it actually needs to be. So you can see it's in, and I can get my hand inside as well at one side, so there's a lot of room if you do leave a little bit of air trapped in it. There we go. Now, quite a good tip here. The bag that you pump your mat up with, just stick that inside there as well. So every time you take your mat out, you'll know you will always have the air mat as well. There we go. All packed away, so next time I need it, the air mat's there and the pump's there, so I can just take it out of me and use it straight away. So there we have it. Let me know what you think in the comments below about the air mat. Have you been looking it up and this video has helped you? I hope it has helped. Like I say, it's -1. Any temperatures from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe up to 10 degrees. This is going to work even better, I think. I've probably pushed it to its max that it can go to -1 today. But, like I say, I didn't feel any cold. I got some warmth, but not an incredible amount of warmth. 3.5 R rating. I'm looking forward to using this with another tent that I've got. I will bring the tent to the channel within the next week or so you can see that, and I'll have a full setup of the new equipment that I do have. And the whole setup is going to be Outdoor Vitals. So thanks for watching. I hope I see you next time. If you want to see more, I'll share a video up there for you, and I'll post my logo here. If you press this, it'll help you subscribe to my channel. Most of all, thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to trying this within the new year.